too much at the pump, you're certainly not alone. Fox News reporter Renee Dials digging deeper into the sky-high prices in this special report.
Gasoline is something most of us can't do without. It's almost as important in our everyday life as the food we eat. So we can't help but be frustrated when the prices change every time we fill up. We wonder if prices really have to be as high as they are and who's making all the money. We went searching for the answers in our special report, Profit at the Pumps. We can decide when and where we fill up our tanks, but the price we pay for gasoline seems to be beyond our control. Even though we've seen prices drop during recent weeks, some say they're still too high, and they're almost always headed up.
I come by here in the mornings to see how much it is on my way to work, so I can come over here, and before I can get back over here at lunchtime, it's done gone up.
AAA, which tracks fuel prices all over the country, says if you think you're being charged more than you should be, there's a good chance you are.
Based on what we've seen gas sell for in years past compared to the price of crude oil, and you look at that now, the price of crude oil and our pump prices, it certainly appears that our pump prices should be significantly less than they are. There's really no justification right now for pump prices to be this high.
So why are prices so high? Who sets them, and where does the profit go? We visited about 40 gas stations in our area in search of the answers. I'm trying to get some gas station owners to talk to about gas prices.
I'm not a good person to talk to.
Not a good person to talk to.
Because I don't actually set the prices.
You can try at 4 o'clock sometime.
You want the owner, not the manager? The manager. He's in and out. He's in and out of town.
Are you the owner?
No, ma'am.
What time is
He's supposed to be here at 11 o'clock.
AAA spokesman Clay Ingram isn't surprised we didn't find anyone to talk to us.
Depending on who owns it, that's who set the prices every day. And it's tricky. Nobody wants you to know, who's calling the shots. They don't want to answer any questions about it.
Off camera, some owners told us they only make a few cents on the gallon. But Ingram says while that used to be true, it's not anymore.
The answer to that is that they're free to charge whatever the market will bear. So they're not regulated in any way, really. They just price it what they think they can sell it for. And we see that more and more at the wholesale level and at the retail level.
Ingram says the fact that prices often change daily is an indication of overpricing. Most gas stations purchase their fuel only once or twice a week. So while the owners pay one price for the fuel in their tanks, the price for that same gasoline can change from day to day for customers.
We frown upon that very heavily because that's just not really the right way to do business. They should be selling their gas based on what they paid for it that's in the ground.
Consumer advocates say the demand for fuel is at a 10-year low. Now that means we're doing a pretty good job at cutting back on fuel consumption. Unfortunately, that has not had the expected impact of bringing prices down. But Ingram says there's something else we can do that definitely will.
But the other tool that we have is price shopping. And we're not doing that at all. Just virtually zero.
Ingram says we can't just stop at our favorite gas station or the most convenient, but it doesn't mean we have to drive all over town for the cheapest gas prices.
No, it's not worth driving, from Mobile to Fairhope to save 3 cents a gallon. That just doesn't make any sense. But in your normal travel area, be aware of the prices and buy the cheapest. And if that may change, it may be a different station from week to week, but that will reintroduce some competition into the marketplace and cause these big oil companies and local retail stations to compete for our compete for our business by having the lowest priced gas.
Ingram says price shopping is the weapon that will bring about the results we all want.
And I happened to come over here and I seen there was $3.55 the other day. and I see they down to $3.54 today.
We can also save money by actually walking inside the store and paying cash for our fuel. You may not realize it, but many stations add up to 10 cents a gallon when you use your debit or credit card at the pump. Ingram says price shopping will provide the motivation gas station owners need to compete for your business. And without it, he says, the gas stations will continue to charge whatever they want. Now, we visited about 40 gas stations for this report. If there are some owners or distributors out there who would like to share their side of the story, give me a call. We'd love to hear from you.
All right, and we're continuing this